Therapy that actually works for men. Someone in your life told you to go to therapy. Your partner, your doctor, maybe even you, after staring at the ceiling for 100 nights in a row. So you did it. You sat in a weirdly quiet room, spent hundreds of dollars, and a stranger asked you, "And how does that make you feel?" An hour later, you walked out more confused than when you started. It felt like a total waste of time. If this has happened to you, you are not alone. A crazy number of men drop out of therapy, and the number one reason is that it feels like you're going nowhere. The problem isn't that we don't want to get better, it's that the help we're sold is the worst strategy guide ever. Let's get into it. For years, the entire world has been screaming one thing: men just need to open up. But it's not that simple. And honestly, that's terrible advice. The old school idea of therapy, just talking about your feelings forever, is the worst possible fit for how most guys are wired to solve problems. It's like they're asking you to surrender before you even know what the mission is. In this video, we are going to destroy that broken model. We're going to show you why that passive, endless talk therapy is a complete failure. And then, I am going to give you the secret to what actually works. A team-based, action-packed approach that gives you skills and puts you in charge. This isn't about running from your feelings, it's about finding a way to engage them that lets you level up in real life. 1. The mismatch. Why some therapy feels wrong. From the second we're born, we hear "man up" and "boys don't cry." You literally spend your whole life learning to be strong, to be a problem solver, to be in control. Then you walk into a therapy room and they flip all the rules. Suddenly the entire game is just open-ended chats about feelings, and it feels like a trap. It's a massive threat to how you've been programmed. Think about it this way: when something is broken, your first instinct is to fix it. But some therapy is like being forced to describe a fire in microscopic detail while your entire house is burning to the ground. The conversation is vague, it's slow, and it's frustrating when all you want is a freaking plan. This doesn't just feel bad, it feels like an attack on your dignity. You end up feeling like you're failing at therapy itself. This is why an insane number of people who try therapy only go to one session. They're not allergic to help, it's because the experience felt useless and awkward. They fall through the cracks, more discouraged than ever, and convinced that help is impossible. The system fails to see that guys show stress differently, not with sadness, but with anger, irritation, or by working 100 hours a week. If the help doesn't speak your language, of course you're going to tune out. 2. The core needs, what men actually need from support. So if the old model is a total scam, what's the alternative? To build a better one, we have to understand the 3 core needs that therapy must meet to work for men. This is bigger than just feeling better. This is about creating a process that respects you. First, you have to be in control. Men are taught to be the captain of their own ship. If it feels like something is being done to you, it's over. The best therapy is a partnership. You are not a patient being fixed. You are the expert, and the therapist is your strategist, your coach. You're flying the plane. Second, you need to build skills. A guy's self-worth is tied to being good at things. Therapy that's just an endless circular conversation feels like a direct hit to that. The right therapy feels like a training montage. It's practical. It gives you cheat codes you can use immediately. Instead of just talking about anxiety, you learn a 3-step process to shut it down. Progress is something you can actually see. This turns therapy from a place of weakness into a gym for building real-world strength. And the last most important rule, it cannot make you feel ashamed. Let's be real, just deciding to get help can feel like a massive failure. Therapy that gets lost in complicated labels just makes you feel more broken. A good approach changes the entire story. It's not about fixing what's broken, it's about upgrading your system, sharpening your skills, and becoming a more elite version of yourself. It works with you, not against you. If any of this is making sense, if you're tired of useless therapy and want a real strategy, spam the comments below right now. What has your experience been? Sharing these stories is literally how we fix this broken system. And if you're getting any value out of this, do me a favor and slam that subscribe button for more guides to dominating your life. 3. Therapy that works, action-oriented and collaborative models. Okay, let's get into the actual cheat codes. What does therapy that actually works look like? It's not one thing, it's a whole category of approaches that have a plan, a goal, and treat you like a teammate. One of the most powerful models is cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT. So many guys love CBT because it's 100% logical. B can speak very highly about the benefits of CBT, having had it for many sessions myself. It's based on a simple idea. Your thoughts, feelings, and actions are all connected. If you change your broken thought patterns, you change how you feel. A CBT therapist is your coach. They work with you to find and destroy bad thinking and give you actual homework. It's less, how do you feel? And more, what's the next move? It's a game plan. Another insane tool is solution-focused brief therapy, SFBT. This model does not waste time digging into your past for 10 years. It's all about building your future. It asks one question. Imagine you've won. What does your life look like? And what is one small thing we can do today to get there? It is unbelievably empowering because it focuses on what you're already good at. It's not a history lesson, it's a mission with a clear objective. For guys dealing with trauma, an approach called EMDR is an absolute game changer. EMDR uses things like guided eye movements to help your brain process and file away traumatic memories. The craziest part? It can work without you having to talk through every single painful detail, which is a massive relief for a lot of men. The secret to all of these is structure. A good therapist should be able to show you the blueprint, explain the strategy, and track your wins. It takes the mystery out of therapy and puts you back in the commander's seat. 4. Beyond the one-on-one session, powerful alternatives and supports. But what if I told you the best support doesn't even happen in an office? Sometimes the biggest breakthroughs happen when you're with other guys who actually get it. This is the incredible power of men's groups. We've been tricked into believing we're the only one fighting our battles. A men's group completely destroys that lie. Sitting in a room with other guys dealing with the exact same pressures is insane. It proves you're not broken, and it creates a team where you can actually be honest. You learn from them, they learn from you, and you build a tribe. For tons of guys, this is way less scary than one-on-one therapy because the pressure isn't all on you. Another strategy is to reframe it as skills training. Don't call it therapy. Call it a masterclass in emotional control or a boot camp for stress management. This puts the entire focus on getting better at something. You're not exploring your anger, you're learning exactly what to do when it hits. This can also mean focusing on your lifestyle. Your mental health is tied to your physical health. A real plan might include strategies for sleep, exercise, or building unstoppable daily routines, all things you can do to build a legendary foundation. The goal is to change what getting help even means. It's not a weekly appointment to talk about your mom. It can be a men's group, a workshop, or a program to build a stronger life. 5. For therapists and partners, how to actually help. If you are a therapist or you love a man who is struggling, how you approach this is everything. It's the difference between him winning and him quitting. For therapists, be a coach, not a professor. Be direct and transparent and team up with him from day one. Set clear, winnable goals. Frame everything as building skills and boosting performance. Your number one job is to protect his sense of control. Don't force him to talk about deep emotions before you've built trust and have a clear mission. Be ready to switch from an open-ended style to a problem-solving style if that's what he needs. For partners and loved ones, pushing a man into passive therapy will backfire 100% of the time. How you frame it is the entire game. Instead of saying, you need to talk about your feelings, try framing it like a performance boost. Say something like, I know you're juggling a million things, but I wonder if talking to a coach could give you some new tools to crush all that stress. Use words like coaching, training, or strategy. Encourage him to shop around and find a therapist who feels like a good teammate. Your goal is to support him, not shove him into a box that doesn't fit. Conclusion. The idea that men are unwilling to work on themselves is lazy and completely false. Men are ready to do the work, but the work has to have a point. It has to be practical. It has to have a win condition. The best support for men isn't about demanding they break down. It's about helping them build themselves into powerhouses. It's active, not passive. It's a team sport, not a lecture. Whether it's through a structured therapy like CBT, a men's group, or skills training, the mission is the same: to get the tools you need to dominate at life. It's time we stop telling men to just open up and start giving them a battle plan that actually leads to victory. True strength isn't about never struggling. It's about having the courage and the skills to face those struggles and win. Thanks for watching. If you want to explore more strategies for leveling up in life, make sure you are subscribed. And check out the description. I've put some resources in there to help you find action-oriented therapists and men's groups near you.